and you can go when you're ready. Yeah.
Everybody plays. We want to score. Everybody fucking plays. All right? Let's go. Find that left. Let's go. Right? Will be over soon. 1, 2, 3. Blue Sox.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting Palmer Club and your Lexington Blue Sox. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for visiting Palmer. Leading off the catcher, number 25, Max Martin. Batting second, the first baseman, number 11, J.P. Songen. Batting third, the third baseman, number 15, Alex Venditti. Batting cleanup, the right fielder, number 27, Connor Seeley. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 4, Liam Russell. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 33, Christopher Mondesir. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 32, Sal Mendoza. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 17, John Worley. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 7, James Bussier. Starting pitcher for Palmer, number 8, Pierce Salvega. And now the starting lineup for your Lexington Blue Sox.
Yo, let's go. We're waiting on you. Come on.
Leading off the third baseman, number 46, David Vanderzalen. Batting second, the shortstop, number 11, Charlie Walsh. Batting third, the center fielder, number 33, Nick Anderson. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 25, Julian Alvarez. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 52, Mitch McCabe. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 3, John Carlos Ramirez. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 20, Andrew Salima. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 2, Anderson Jimenez. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 42, Austin Travis. Starting pitcher for the Blue Sox, number 27, Matt Draper.
Apparently this is really the volume on the mic is a little faint. I think there's a volume controls there. So, sorry. Yeah.
It's my job, man. Ben Ulcher joining us on the PA tonight for another edition of Lexington Blue Sox Baseball here on the Blue Sox Baseball Network from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. Another interleague game for the Blue Sox. They interplay at 6-3-1, having their 3-game winning streak snapped last night at Brandeis at the hands of the Brighton Black Sox of the Yawkey League, and now they host the Palmer Club, entering play with a record of 5-7, 6th in the Boston Park League. Blue Sox 6-3-1, still good enough for first in the ICL. Good evening, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. The Blue Sox, as I said, had their 3-game winning streak snap last time out, but it was a season high, and they'll look to start a new one here with only 1 game after this before the 4th of July break. That'll be Tuesday night at Maplewood against the Malden Mad Dogs, a team that they've already beaten this season pretty handily at that, 8-0 back in the ICL Day of Baseball here at LHS a couple Saturdays ago. Matt Draper will get the start on the mound for the Blue Sox, and we'll face Max Martin at J.P. Songen, a former ICL vet, and Alex Venditti to begin the inning for the visiting Palmer Club in the black jerseys with the old school Phillies P representing the Palmer Club in this one for their logo, and the Blue Sox As the same as it ever was this season, the Pete Frady's blue and red specials. Austin Travis fires the ball to second base. JP Songen and Rick DeAngelis just finishing up the ground rules. And we are ready for some baseball. Did you manage to turn that one up?
Leading off the inning for Palmer, the catcher, Max Martin.
All right, so Max Martin will lead things off for Palmer. Not often that you see a catcher being the leadoff hitter. Once you get to this level of baseball, and you're getting into grown men playing, but that'll be on the outside corner for strike one. We are underway at 8 o'clock on the dot. Love to see it. That'll be fouled off. Travis took the worst of that one. And Martin is behind 0-2. Rick DeAngelis coming out to make sure that Austin's good to go, and it looks like he is. Martin entering play with a 911 OPS, 343 average, 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 6 ribbies, 5 walks, 211 strikeouts. Up and in for ball one with a fastball from Draper, and it is 1-2. 71 degrees at first pitch. Not much of a breeze to speak of. Pleasant. And a swing and a miss for strike 3 in the first out of the ball game. Strikeout for Draper of the catcher, Max Martin.
Now batting the first baseman, J.P. Songen.
So here's J.P. Songen, a name that may be familiar to ICL fans, and especially have vivid memories of the 2017 Blue Sox team. They were a team that really ran roughshod over the ICL that year. But in order to clinch the sweep of the championship series at the over the Reading Bulldogs in Game 3 in 2017, they had to beat the Bulldogs 2-1 in 10 innings. Upstairs 2-0, and J.P. Songen was the last pitcher of that game for the Bulldogs, and that's when the Blue Sox finally broke that prolonged 1-1 tie, broke the ice, and won the championship that year. And it was just 2 years removed from another extra innings walk-off win for the Blue Sox to win a championship. But Songen ahead of Draper here, 3-0. Draper delivers, and Songen, with the Statue of Liberty play there, takes strike 1. JP, player manager for Palmer. Entering play at a .391 average, but only an .873 OPS. No extra base hits this year, 9 singles, 3 walks, just 1 strikeout. He fouls this one off, and the count will be full, 3-2. Songen bats left, throws left. (3-2). Runs too far inside. That'll be ball 4, and Songen is aboard as the first baseman of the ball game with his 4th walk of the season. Songen with his 4th walk to just 1 strikeout this season. Josue Feliciano essentially roasting J.P. Songen right now with his directions to Salima in the infield. Ball 1 that bounced out of Travis's mitt. Alex Venditti, the third baseman, taking his cuts here. Runner on first, 1-0 the count, 1 out, and that goes to the backstop, and, well, that will get Songen to second base, a wild pitch. Kind of an uncharacteristic start here for Draper, the strikeout of the first batter, Martin, but then falling behind Songen 3-0. Eventually let him off the hook, and then 2-0 here, and a wild pitch. Put Songen in scoring position. Venditti looking to make it 2-0 when one swing of the bat comes up empty, 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count will be 2-2. When in doubt, go to the fastball, right? Be a grounder to the right side. Slow roller picked up there, almost into the outfield grass, but 2 down now, and Songen gets to third.
Now batting the right fielder, Connor Seeley.
So Jimenez completes the 4-3 ground out there, and first run of the ball game, 90 feet away for Connor Seeley, the right fielder. Good pop there on the fastball as it hits Travis's mitt for strike one. Seeley, like my last name, is spelled with an E between the L and the Y, and I wonder if he gets the same kind of issues when people have to make checks out to him or address letters to him that I experience. Well, he's behind 0-2, but he's probably faring better than I ever would in the batter's box. He got one up on me there. 0-2. Able to hold up. Songen not going anywhere. It is 1-2. Seeley's the right fielder for Palmer. Hitting .207 this season with 2 doubles and 5 ribbies, 7 walks. Smokes this one into left center field. On his horse is Anderson towards the fence. That gets all the way to the wall. In from third is Songen. Seeley is on his way to second with a stand-up RBI double.
Now batting the shortstop, Liam Russell.
So the walk of J.P. Songen and the wild pitch. End up biting the Blue Sox there, and Palmer's on the board first, 1-0. Seeley with the RBI double to get his 6th ribby of the season. And that'll be on the outside corner for strike one to the Palmer shortstop, Liam Russell. Swing and a miss, throw down to third, throws a little high and able to get in there is Seeley with a steal of third. Last night, Max Dushny behind the plate was putting on a clinic with 2 caught stealings last night. The 2 runners caught stealing last night. Blue Sox catching core as a whole has been fantastic this year. Good throw, but Seeley able to get in there underneath the tag of the third baseman, David Vanderzowen, and he is 90 feet away with a potential second run of the inning for Palmer. Still 0-2 the count to Liam Russell, and he swings and misses for the out that retires the side. The Palmer club gets 1 run on 1 hit and leaves 1, half an inning of the books. Palmer 1 and the Blue Sox coming up. So, while we await Pierce Albego's warm-ups, we'll give you the full starting lineups for both teams. Sorry to keep going back and forth with you there, Ben. So we saw Max Martin behind the plate, J.P. Songen at first, Alex Venditti at third, Connor Seeley's in right, Liam Russell is at short, Chris Mondesir is in center, Sal Mendoza's the DH, John Wernley is at second, and James Basir rounds out the lineup in left, and as I said, Pierce Albigo on the mound to start the game for Palmer. For the Blue Sox, they'll have David Vanderzowen leading it off at third base, followed by Charlie Walsh. At short, Nick Anderson is in center. Julian Alvarez is the DH. Mitch McCabe is in left. John Carlos Ramirez is in right. Andrew Salima is at first. Anderson Jimenez is at second. And Austin Travis rounds out the lineup behind the plate. And you saw Matt Draper getting the start on the mound. Blue Sox falling 3-2 to the Brighton Black Sox last night over at Stein Diamond. Both starting pitchers getting out some jams early on, but the Blue Sox got the opening run, eventually succumbed to the reigning Yankee League champs, and the team still in first place right now in the Yankee, the Brighton Black Sox. Now here is Mrs. Vanderzowen's baby boy to lead things off here in the bottom of the first. Ms. Vanderzowen, if you're in the chat, make your presence known. It's how Alex played well, early in his career. His mom cheering him on in the live chat, but Dave's going to take strike one here. David comes up empty on a curveball, and the count will be 0-2. David batting .214 with one double and no ribbies in the early portion of the season. Has 14 at-bats in 8 games to this point. Count is 1-2 to Vanderzowen. He'll be followed by Walsh and Anderson if anyone gets on. Julian Alvarez, that is down and away, and a good job by David to work the count back to even here. 2-2 is the count. Salbigo winds and delivers. Popped up behind second base, and then called off by the right fielder. Making the catch is Seeley for out number 1. Here's Charlie Walsh. Getting the start at short tonight. Charlie's playing in his 6th game. He has a .400 batting average, but looking for his first extra base hit of the year. And he takes strike one. 0-1 is the count to Charlie. Into left center field and turning around a couple of times, but eventually making the catch is Basir for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting the center fielder, Nick Anderson.
So a good start here for Salbigo, but here is Nick Anderson. Picked up his 15th RBI of the season last night in the loss to the Black Sox. 0-1 is the count to Nick. A called strike 2. 0-2. Anderson, 375, 469, 833 is his slash line. 1 double, 2 triples, 2 homers, and 15 ribbies. He's able to lay off that one. The count will be 1-2. Trying to keep the line moving for the veteran power hitter, Julian Alvarez, due up next. 1-2 from Salbigo to Anderson, 2-2. Salbigo is only making his second appearance on the mound this season for Palmer. He is actually only playing even in his third game. He actually check this fifth game. The last three appearances have all been in the field. Very little actual game experience so far this season for Salvio, but he gets the Blue Sox 1-2-3 with a called strike 3 of Anderson there, and the side is retired. 1-0 Palmer after one. Christopher Mondesir to lead things off for Palmer in the top of the second. Blue Sox went in order in the bottom of the first. Matt Draper back to work. Face Mondesir, Mendoza, and Wernley. 1-0 is the count to Mondesir. Mondesir making his Palmer debut here and fouls that straight into the hands of Josue Feliciano there outside the Blue Sox dugout and fires it straight back to Draper. 1-1 is the count. Mondesir takes down and away. 2-1. Swing and a miss by Mondesir, and the count will be 2-2. Look up Mondesir's stats at BC High. I apologize, folks, but forgot that Max Preps just plays ads at full volumes coming into my headphones. I deeply apologize for that. Read the top line. All right, we got a blackout right now. Hang on a second. I was wondering what that noise was. If it was like an explosion or a car crash. Oh, it's Max Preps again. All right. We're at 3-2. Try to get the camera reset in just a moment. And Mondesir able to work a walk here to lead off the top of the second. So leadoff walk, second walk issued by Draper. I'll be right back with you, folks.
Now batting the second baseman, John Wernley.
Well, Mendoza ended up laying one down and got Mondesir over to second, but Mondesir took a wide turn and was nearly doubled off after they got the out at first. So runner in scoring position with 1 out for the second baseman, John Wernley, who swings and misses for strike 1. Palmer on top, 1-0, and looking for more here. And Draper is going to make Mondesier think about it for a moment. Never a dull moment here at the broadcast table. Maybe not booth, but 0-2 is the count. Draper with a long look at second. Now comes home with it. Check swing. It's strike 3 called. Third strikeout already for Draper. And here it'll be up to the number 9 hitter, the left fielder James Basir, to try and cash in. The leadoff man, Mondesier, after working the walk to begin the inning, still at second. And that'll be a strike in there. The count will be 0-1 to Basir. Basir, no official at bat, even plate appearance so far this season for him. That is fouled off, and he's behind 0-2. Couple of walks issued so far by Matt Draper. And a swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. James Basir, and Palmer is retired. The leadoff man aboard via walk, but don't do anything more with it. And through a buck and a half, still 1-0, Palmer. Middle third of the order due up for the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the second. Alvarez, McCabe, and Ramirez. With interleague rules, it's there's no option to use the 10th batter, the extra hitter, and a mercy rule is a possibility. The Blue Sox have won 3 interleague games this season via the mercy rule. The 2 losses, of course, last night to Brighton, and then the 5-0 shutout, the hands of another Park League opponent, TJO Sports. 0-1 is the count to Jules. Starting the DH slot tonight, followed by Mitch McCabe and John Carlos Ramirez. Some heavy hitters coming up for the Blue Sox. Can all tie the game with one swing of the bat if they can get a hold of one. And Alvarez takes up and away ball 1. 1-1 is the count to Alvarez from Salbego, who last year for Palmer was 2-3 with a 4.39 ERA and 2 saves in 22 1/3 innings. 1-2 is the count to Alvarez. Blue Sox went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first, hoping to make Salvio work a little bit here in the bottom of the second, and Alvarez able to hold up there, 2-2. 2 walks and 1 hit so far for the Palmer offense, and the breaking ball snaps in there for strike 3, called second strikeout for Salvigo. 1 up, 1 down, so he's gotten the 3 and 4 hitters on called strike 3 so far. This first trip through the order for the Palmer starter. Here's Mitch McCabe, the left fielder. Former Pace product, grounder to the left side and through for a base hit. First base hit of the ball game for the Blue Sox. Ben Ultra and I, met covering St. Anselm Athletics, and he's very familiar with the Northeast 10. And did you ever watch Mitch McCabe play for Pace? Well, career OPS of over 1,000 for the Setters. Not at all. I mean, even when they went back to aluminum and stopped being a wood battery, that's still a hard thing to do. One of the best D2 leagues in really every sport. So here's Giancarlo Ramirez after McCabe picks up the first base hit of the ball game for the Blue Sox, and Giancarlo's able to hold off there low for ball 1. The count is 1-0. McCabe picking up his 6th hit of the season to get his batting average up to 500. He's going to take off. Grounder to short. This will eliminate the double play. Throw to first is, wow. Giancarlo slowed down a little bit there. He doesn't appear to be hurt or anything, but he might have had an opportunity to beat it out. But it is not hopefully the Blue Sox won't. Oh, he did? Oh, yeah, that'll be an issue. All right. That part I didn't see. Oh, wait. We just got a pitch clock ball? What happened? Was it? Well, Andrew Salima takes a strike. Salima takes strike 2 on the outside corner. McCabe in scoring position, representing the tying run, but Salima behind 0-2. Able to foul this one off on Worthing Road. We have an official broadcast. Is that yours, dear? Okay, good. 0-2 is the count with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for the Blue Sox. And a swing and a miss on the curveball for the out that retires the side. The Blue Sox can't cash in on McCabe's single, and we are through 2 complete. Still 1-0, Palmer on top. So sorry about that, folks. We hadn't triggered triggered turn on the microphone during that 3-pitch inning for Matt Draper. Just having a discussion while the mic was still off. Why isn't that an immaculate inning? You know, like I said, why is the foul pole fair territory? Because, anyways, 8-9-1 due up for the Blue Sox. Still a 1-0 game. Palmer on top. Pierce Albigo having a fine outing so far, and the Park League has had some pretty good success in interleague play this season against the Intercity League and the Yawkey League overall. Jimenez, Travis, and Vanderzauwen due up as that misses high. 4-1. Anderson Jimenez, the second baseman, leading things off. Fouls that one off, and the count will be 1-1. And is down and away for a ball. 2-1 to Jimenez. Jimenez entering play, just a 160 batting average, and gets that past the diving shortstop into left field for a base hit. Well, that's the spot to pick if you're a Blue Sox batter tonight. They're on the left side of the infield. Jimenez with a leadoff single. So Austin Travis will bat as the Blue Sox get the leadoff man aboard for the first time tonight. Second hit of the ball game for the Blue Sox. They are out hitting Palmer right now, 2-1, but trailing in the score column, 1-0. Travis is going to lay one down. It's picked up by the third baseman. On to first, it goes out of play. And it nearly took Sway with him. A sacrifice and an E5 put the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at second with nobody out for Mrs. Vanderzauwen's baby boy. First error committed by either side tonight. Salvigo's going to work with the full windup, and Beezy's going to come up empty. 0-1. Vanderzauwen flew out to right his first time up in the bottom of the first, but he has Jimenez at third and Travis at second. And takes a fastball. Strike 2, 0-2. Against the Intercity League, 4 teams in the ICL remain winless against the Park League so far. Vanderzauwen into right field, and that got past the right fielder. Jimenez will score. Travis hustling it around third. The throw back to the infield is offline. 2-1 Blue Sox. Not entirely the same play as Anderson's triple against Grossman, Mass Envelope, earlier this week. The right fielder, in this case, had a beat on it. That was Seeley, but... Oh, now they're going back to second and to appeal, and thinking maybe Vanderzauwen had missed second base on his way to third, but appeal unsuccessful, and it's 2-1 Blue Sox, and here is Charlie Walsh. Boy. These baseballs have eyes tonight, I swear. Just revenge of the baseballs, it seems. Just everybody's got to get out of the line of fire. It's crazy stuff tonight. It is 0-1 the count to Walsh. I don't know. Is that a 3-base E9 or is that a triple again? Oh. 1-1. Bruce. It's a triple. Thank you. It is another triple. All right. Well, Vanderzown picks up the triple and 2 ribbies. Worst case scenario would be a sack 9 and a 1 RBI, but everybody keeps going. Curveball catches the outside corner. The count will be 2-2 to Charlie, who flew out to left his first time up. Fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Still nobody out in the inning for the Blue Sox. As I was saying before that last play, 4 teams remain winless against the Park League. 4 Intercity League teams remain winless against the Park League. Melrose is 0-3, Malden is 0-2, Andre's 0-1, and the Bulldogs are 0-1. This is a grounder to third. They'll go to first for the play, and they got him. Bang, bang play. Walsh is retired, but he does get an RBI as Vanderzown comes in the back door to score and make it 3-1. So 3-1 our score. Walsh picks up the ribby on the G5. And chance for Salvio to start fresh and see if he can catch his bearings against Nick Anderson. Already got him on a called third strike earlier. Now he's ahead 0-1 on a swinging strike. The wind and the 0-1. It's a foul ball. Wasn't sure if Vanderzown made contact with it. I did hear, I couldn't tell if that was the ball hitting the plate or his bat. But 0-2 regardless, and probably better and for Anderson, I guess, that still alive for now. He's able to hold up 1-2. So, again, getting the leadoff man on can be the difference between a big inning and nothing at all. Blue Sox already with a crooked number here. Kind of like a broken bat there for Anderson, flaring it into left field. It gets down for a base hit. Did it? Yeah? Yep. I was going to say, running back as if he was, realized he had seen a catch, but nope, he's safe. Saw the ball drop too. Like, what am I missing? Again, folks, field level directly behind home plate, not always the best angle. Anderson back to first. Pickoff attempt. Alvarez struck out looking his first time up, leading off the bottom of the second. 3 runs home on 3 hits and 1 error so far. A swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and Anderson is safe. I can see that what Rick Diam's intentions were with that play. For the hit and run and trying to add on to this lead. 3 runs already here in the third and only 1 out and another runner in scoring position. Blue Sox are 2-1 so far against the Park League this season. The 1 loss to TJO and then the 2 Mercy Rule wins over the Boston A's. And mass envelope. 1-1 is the count to Alvarez. Fly ball down the right field line, slicing towards the out of play area, 1-2. Expos are 3-1 against the against the Park League. Blue Sox are 2-1. The Sabres are 1-1. The only team from the Yawkey League to beat a Park League team this year is the Al Thomas Athletics, and they are 2-2 against the Park League. Grounder to the left side, picked up at third. Throw on to first is in time, but after hesitating there, Anderson does make the break for third and gets there. 2 down, runner 90 feet away for the Blue Sox. So Alvarez is now 0 for 2. And it'll be up to Mitch McCabe. Single his first time up, the first base hit of the ball game for the Blue Sox, but he was stranded at second at the end of that inning when the Blue Sox had a chance to equalize, but now they've done more than that. They have a 3-1 lead, and looking to make it a 3-run lead if McCabe can get one through the defense. Ground to the left side, fielded it short on to first, is in time for the out that retires the side. Blue Sox score 3 runs on 3 hits and leave 1. We're through 3, 3-1 Blue Sox. Connor Seeley will lead things off to begin the top of the 4th. For Palmer. RBI double his first time up, driving home J.P. Songen with the only run of the ball game so far for Palmer, back in the first. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. A scoring change on the play with Austin Travis is no longer a sack. It is a single, but also the error that allowed the advancement. Wrong field here. Lined up the middle, and Seeley 2 for 2. He has both Palmer hits to this point. Marks the second time that Palmer has gotten the leadoff man on tonight. 1 run, 2 hits, both by Connor Seeley, who's driven in that 1 run. One error and 2 left so far for Palmer. He fouled off for strike 1. For the Blue Sox, they have 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Throw back to first, and Seeley is back standing. So Seeley with the 2 easier parts out of the cycle out of the way already, with the double and the single. Let's steal third, throw back to first. They got him! This is really something. Not that it has necessarily been a weakness for the Blue Sox historically, but I've never seen I've never seen them attack the opponent's running game so much. The number of the number of runners they've caught stealing or picked off this season is insane. And here's a grounder to the left side. Vander Zouwen's got it. 2 down. And the game against Katuitt, obviously, an exhibition, but that was on full display in that game, and they were gunning down, remember, potential MLB prospects. Mondesir takes ball 1. He drew a walk his first time up. The Blue Sox turned 4 double plays last night, and 2 of them were strike him out, throw him out double plays. On a hop, picked on the backhand at short, on to first. Not a 1-2-3 inning, but Draper and company face the minimum. We're halfway home, 3-1 Blue Sox. Ramirez, Salima, and Jimenez due up for the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the 4th. A 3 spot in the bottom of the 3rd, getting their first lead of the ball game, and look to extend it here. Ramirez with ground out to short, his first time up. Swings and misses at a little frisbee slider there, and the count is 0-1. Fouled off. Over Salima's head over there in the on-deck circle, and the count will be 0-2. So we go back out there for his 4th inning of work. And good morning, good afternoon, and good night, John Carlos Ramirez. So we go picks up his 4th strikeout. And here is Salima, who struck out swinging to end the bottom of the 2nd. Three runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left so far for the Blue Sox. And it's down low for ball 1. The count is 1-0. Blue Sox will have the weekend off. We're also off Monday. Happy Canada Day to those who celebrate. And then on Tuesday, I'll be at Maplewood to take on the Mad Dogs, then off for the 4th of July. Not just the 4th, also the 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Starting to do Rick math on how many days are actually in a weekend. Salima the other way into left field and caught on the run. Out number 2. Boy, that looked good off the bat. There's not too much of a wind to affect it, but when you go that far the other way, unfortunately, it's hard to hit it over the fence that far. The deception of the crack of the bat sometimes, right? 0 on the count to Jimenez, single to begin the 3-run rally. Last inning for the Blue Sox. Lined and picked by J.P. Songen over there at first for the out. That retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Sox for the second time tonight. We're through 4, still 3-1, Lexington.
Leading off the inning for Palmer, the designated hitter, Sal Mendoza.
Sal Mendoza to lead things off for Palmer in the top of the 5th, to be followed by John Wernley and James Basir. Bottom third of the order, due up in the top of the 5th for the visitors. 1-0 is the count to Mendoza, who laid down a sac bunt in his first time up. Which, we didn't catch on camera because I was in the middle of recalibrating the camera after got knocked out of position by an errant baseball. 2-1 is a count. Still 3-1 ball game. Palmer has had their chance to extend what was a 1-0 lead. And the Blue Sox really had a chance to deliver a knockout blow in the 3rd when they got the first 2 on with nobody out. Ended up scoring 3, but I think a 2-run cushion is where you want to be right now if you're the Blue Sox, and you certainly do not want to be allowing a leadoff walk there to the number 7 hitter. So Mendoza reaches, and here's Wernley, and we'll see if Songen and company want to play small ball here and try to get Mendoza into scoring position. A 2-run ball game in the 5th. Well, with the number 9 hitter due up next and Basir, they may want to see what they can do with Wernley here first to try and get him on and without giving up an out. And see what they do. Well, here is a sac bunt, and everybody's going to be safe. No sac, just a base hit, and there you go. And now, as Wernley reaches, perfectly placed there, I think that's actually what the Blue Sox were playing for, like a more traditional like base hit rather than looking for the sac bunt, because Vander Zowen wasn't in the picture there. It was Draper had to go get it and then decided to eat it. See if Basir lays one down here. Nope. ball one, so first and second to begin the inning for Palmer. The tying run at first base and the go-ahead run at the plate. This marks the first time that Palmer's gotten 2 on to begin the inning. A little plie there for a possible fake-out attempt by Jimenez for a ball. It was going to be a base hit anyway, and folks, the bases are loaded with nobody out. Not sure if that, without the little plie there by Jimenez, Mendoza would have tried to go for home anyways, but a walk, a bunt single, and a bloop single to right. It's going to force Pat McGowan to come out to the mound and talk to his pitcher and catcher to figure out how they're going to attack this, because now the bottom three hitters in the order have all reached. Bases are loaded, nobody out. These are the first. Now you have the base hit by Seeley. He was the only one to have a hit until this inning, and now a walk and back-to-back singles. You now have the tying run in scoring position, and the go-ahead run at first. And the leadoff man, Max Martin, is due up, and he's due. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to right. And he has a .911 OPS and 6 ribbies on the season. And he's also second on the team in hits. He grounds this one to short, flip to the second baseman for one, on to first for a huge first pitch 6-4-3 double play. That does bring home Mendoza from third to make it a 3-2 ball game, and that puts Wernley at third as the tying run, but Blue Sox have the lead intact for now. Palmer's within one, but 2 huge outs there, just 1 pitch. And here's J.P. Songen, who is going to take low for ball 1. Massive double play there. Off the bat, the leadoff man, in fact. A little flare the other way into left, and a sliding. No, it gets away from the left fielder. In comes the tying run. Laying out to try and snare that one and keep the lead intact was McKay, but J.P. Songen with the RBI single the other way. Wernley scores. We are level at 3, and now here is Palmer's leading RBI man. Driven deep to right. Ramirez back at the wall, reaches. He doesn't have it. That is maybe the longest single I've ever seen. Songen taking a wide turn at third, but going back there. Sound off the bat in that direction. You had to assume that was just a no-doubter. And especially with Venditti, the team's leading RBI man with 11 coming into play tonight. Alas, it is still a tie ball game. And again, maybe the longest thing I've ever seen in this park. But here is Seeley with 2 hits already. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Fastball, inside corner, strike 2. Up and away for ball 1. Action in the Blue Sox bullpen. Zawatsky warming. Have to figure this is the last batter for Draper, but gonna have to wait a little while longer here. Seeley already with a double, a single, and an RBI, and looking to give Palmer the lead back. Able to hold up on that pitch in the dirt, and the count will be 2-2. Four hits in the inning. Swing and a miss, strike three. Corkscrewed him into the ground there. The side is retired. Palmer pulls level with 2 runs on 4 hits, but they leave runners at the corners. 4.5 in the books. Back to where he started, level at 3. Max Dushney is going to grab a bat and hit to lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Blue Sox. So Dush will pinch hit for Travis here. Dush, a 300 average entering play tonight. Fouls off the first one for strike 1. He was 2 for 2 with 3 ribbies and a hit by pitch against Mass Envelope on Monday, but was 0 for 3 last night against the Brighton Black Sox. A swing and a miss for strike 2, and we got a new pitcher, by the way, for Palmer. Billy Beneke takes over for Palmer after 4 innings from their starter, Pierce Albigo. Breaking ball misses up and in. 1-2 is the count. So it'll be Dushney, and then Vanderzowen and Walsh due up. And anyone gets on, Nick Anderson. We are back to where we started, 3-3. Breaking ball misses up and in, 2-2. Should be a pretty easy sub to keep track of at the top of the 6th. Dushney will assumably go into the field behind the plate. Down and away, 3-2. Blue Sox have only gotten the leadoff man aboard once tonight. That was Jimenez. That resulted in the 3-run third. And that's down for ball 4, so a leadoff walk for Dush. So the lineup turns over for Vanderzowen. DVZ is 1 for 2. 2-run triple in his last time up. Shades of the triple that Anderson hit, like I said, against Mass Envelope the other night, but that one, the right fielder, at least had a beat on, as opposed to Monday night when Right field just lost it completely. Oh, great placement of the bunt there. Shoveled to first. They got him anyways. I mean, the second baseman was nowhere to be found, and even though the pitcher's falling off to that side, I mean, Songa's not going to be able to get over there in time, get over there to field and then flip it to the pitcher covering. Inside for ball one to Charlie Walsh. 0 for 2 with a fly out to left and a ground out to third. Anders Allen lays down the sacrifice to get the go-ahead run in scoring position, and time is granted here for Martin to go out and have a word with Beneke. 3 runs on 6 hits, one error, and 4 left for Palmer. So far for the Blue Sox, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Outside 2-0. 3-3, Palmer and the Blue Sox interleague play, Park League versus the ICL. Dushney at second after drawing a leadoff walk, pinch hitting for Travis. Then getting sacrificed over to second by Vanderzaan, who nearly beat out the play for an infield single. Walsh is ahead here, 3-0, with Anderson due up next. You put Walsh on, at least puts a double play in order, but we know how dangerous a hitter Anderson is. There is strike 1. 3-1 is the count. Walsh looking to get on base for the first time tonight. Go-ahead run scoring position in Dushney. Fly ball into left. Wind swirling, but it is caught for out number 2. So Dushney stays where he is. And it'll be up to Nick Anderson to try and cash in. Blue Sox have left 2 runners in scoring position tonight. Don't want to strand a third. Palmer's left 3 of their 4 runners in scoring position tonight. Ball 1 to Anderson. The top of the 6th will be Russell, Mondesir, and Mendoza due up for Palmer. Anderson is 1 for 2, strikeout looking in the first. RBI single and stolen base in the third. It's fouled over towards first base bleachers and dugout. Count will be 1-1. Walsh is now 0 for 3 after that fly to left, but he does have an RBI to his credit tonight with his ground out to third, bringing in Vanderzaan for the third Blue Sox run of the third, and of this game, in fact. 1-1. We'll have to wait as Beneke spins back towards second. And Dushney says, I didn't do nothing. Wind blowing out right now at our backs here behind home plate. We'll see if Anderson can take advantage of that and maybe send one for a ride, but it's 2-1 now. Beneke's been trying to sneak that curveball to the outside corner a number of times. Anderson into right center field. On the run is the right fielder, and the center fielder took a little bit of a tumble, and he didn't come up with it. And it's another RBI triple for Nick Anderson. And the Blue Sox reclaim the lead. 4-3. Oh, that is a tough one. I'm not sure. I saw the center fielder, Mondesir, slip there out towards the Lexington High logo there on the right center field portion of the fence. And, well, Nick Anderson able to cash in with the 2-out RBI triple, bringing home Dusty. The Blue Sox are in front 4-3, and here is Alvarez swinging and missing for strike one. Our score as Nick Anderson picks up RBI number 16 of the season. Alvarez able to see that one go outside for ball one to even the count. Can you see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? 1-1. Anderson at third after the RBI triple. Well, again, there's that curveball to the inside corner to righties that Benke has not been able to tuck in there for a strike yet. 2-1. Grounder to the left side, fielded by the third baseman on to first, and that'll do it for the bottom of the fifth. The Blue Sox pick up one run on one hit and leave one. We are through 5, 4-3, Blue Sox. Top of the sixth, and Draper back out there for the Blue Sox on the mound. Dushney now catching him behind home plate. There's no need to call in Jake Sawatsky just yet, as Liam Russell will lead things off. Russell is one of two Palmer players who has yet to reach tonight. Comes up empty there, 0-1. Liam Russell, not Liam Powell, Liam Russell. 0-2 with a strikeout and a ground out to third. Well, that might change here, or maybe it won't. A laser beam to left field, but caught by McCabe for out number 1. So, Russell lines out to left. He is 0-3. Here is Mondesir. A walk in the second and a ground out to short in the fourth. He is 0-2. Only other batter so far for Palmer not to reach is the leadoff man, Max Martin. And Mondesir is behind 0-1. Martin 0-3, and that includes the 6-4-3 double play after Palmer loaded the bases with nobody out to begin the fifth. Did end up tying this game in that inning, but it could at worst, it could be a 4-4 tie. They'd cash in a bit more, but good job buckling down by Draper and the rest of the Blue Sox to get out of that without falling behind. And now 1-2, Draper to Mondesir, flared the other way, and that'll land foul. We'll do it again at 1-2. On deck is Mendoza. If anyone gets on, John Wernley. RBI triples. Taking advantage of some miscues by opposing outfielders. Seem to be the theme of the Blue Sox offense at home as of late. Seen that happen twice tonight after triple the expensive mass envelope Monday night. 2-2 the count to Mondesir. Wow, that was a ball. I don't know, probably better than it was for the Blue Sox there, because that looked like a pretty good spot. Just glanced away from Dush and he rolled over. I don't know if they would have gotten Mondesir if he made a break for it on a potential strike 3, but 3-2. Whoa, hang on. Well, you can. Draper wanted to put the young man down for maybe a sneaky strike 3 there, but it's granted time. What in the? He's not wasting any time. Are you? I mean, you thought the 3-pitch inning was, turbo mode. Mondesir in a left center field sounded good off the bat all the way to the wall. It is off the base of the wall. Mondesir's on his way to second, and he will hold there with a double. Are we hearing thunder or just, I don't know what we're hearing over there towards Worthen Road. Fireworks, you think, dear? Yeah, I know, right? I was going to say, but there's not a dumpster for there that I'm aware of. Well, just want to make sure it's nothing terribly out of the ordinary, Yeah. Anyways, McGowan going out to have a word with Dushney and Draper as action resumes in the Blue Sox bullpen. That's Zawatsky again warming up. So Mondesir in scoring position is the tying run on the second double of the night for Palmer. Mendoza will settle into the box. Sack bunt in the second, a walk and a run scored in that 2-run fifth. Oof, tough one there to not get the call on, but it is ball 1. Fouled off, the count will be 1-1. John Wernley's due up next. Mendoza hoping to pull Palmer level again. Love a good competitive game here between interleague foes on a Friday night. Friday night, the best night to win a ball game. Along with all of them. Every day is a good day to win a ball game too. 1-2 the count to Mendoza. It's again, go with a quick pitch here, Draper, but it is 2-2. Sway's talking to Jimenez from the dugout, I think. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Trying to figure out if Sway was chirping the umpire for not getting the strike 3 call on ball 2, but he's just yeah, and like how big is that thing and where is it too? Like, I'm trying to figure what's going. I have to figure it's like setting up for like something for like some 4th of July stuff being organized by Hayden, I think, at this point. I don't know. Keep it down, eh? Wornley, 1 for 2, single run scored last time. Fouls this one off, 1-1. In the bottom of the 6th, it'll be McCabe, Ramirez, and Salima due up for the Blue Sox. Trying to hang on to this 4-3 lead and get to the bottom of the 6th. Try to extend it. Get some cushion. Mondesir getting a decent lead off of second. He was almost halfway to third when Draper delivered that pitch in his strike 2. He's got some nice footwork too. He was moving back there. Didn't like he was moving any other part of his body as long as he's on a conveyor belt almost. Once again, the quick pitch. And with indications we're seeing from Mondesir over there at second base, something to deter the running game too. Not just to try and catch the batter off guard. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. The inning is over. The Palmer Club cannot cash in on the double by Mondesir. We're through 5.5. Blue Sox still up 4-3. Mitch McCabe to lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. As the Blue Sox looking to get some cushion on this 1-run lead over the Palmer Club of the Park League. 4-3 our score. Benke back to work for Palmer. Delivers down and away. Ball 1. McCabe 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to short on his ledger tonight. Popped up around second base. Nope. Drop behind the second baseman, and McCabe is in there safely. Well, leadoff man is aboard for the Blue Sox, and we know what happened. These are the first 2 innings the Blue Sox got the leadoff man on. Blue Sox scoring 3 in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th. Each time they haven't gotten the leadoff man on, though. Come away empty-handed with no parting gifts for you backstage. 1-0 is the count to Ramirez. 0 for 2 with the ground out to short and a strikeout swinging. Grounder to the left side, scooped up there at third, and now making a break for third is McCabe. Saw a similar play earlier this game. Ramirez is retired. 1 down, but now a pivotal insurance run is 90 feet away. Joe Auger is going to grab a bat. And bat for Andrew Salima here. So Salima ends his night 0 for 2. We'll see if Auger can bring home the runner from third. Comes up empty there. And the count will be 0-1. Auger 2 for 4 on the season with 1 RBI. Great chance for RBI number 2 here. 1-1 the count. The infield is in. The runner at third and less than 2 outs. That goes to the backstop. Making a break for it is McCabe, and he will score standing up on the wild pitch. Five-3 our score, 2-1 is the count. To Auger with the bases empty and 1 out. And Beneke catches the inside corner to even the count at 2. And waited on the breaking ball, but came up empty there. Strike 3, 2 down. First strikeout for Beneke. And here's Anderson Jimenez, 1 for 2. Single, and scored the first run of the ball game for the Blue Sox. His first time up, leading off the bottom of the third, and then lined out to first his last time up. Beneke delivers and misses high for ball 1. In the top of the 7th, Palmer will have 9, 1, and 2 due up. Basir, Martin, and Songen. Jimenez able to lay off there for ball 2, and it is 2-0. Hitters count for the second baseman for the Blue Sox with Dushney in the on-deck circle if he can find a way on. Beneke comes set, 2-0. Breaking ball, missed inside, and the count will be 3-0. No one warming for Palmer. Not sure they have anyone too warm right now. Beneke might be the only other noodle available tonight besides the starter. And there's a 4-pitch walk drawn by Jimenez. He is aboard for the second time tonight. So here's Dush. Drew a walk and then scored the go-ahead run in his first plate appearance. Coming home on Nick Anderson's triple. At the knees for strike 1, 0-1 to Dush. It's Travis, single and a run scored, and Dushney, a walk and a run scored. So both catchers contributing here tonight to the offense as well as the defense, of course, calling a fine game so far behind the plate, both of them. Travis through the first 4 innings, and Dush taking over in the 5th. Breaking ball, misses up and in, 1-1. Now it's one thing to try and freeze a batter, try to sneak that breaking ball inside the front door, but at some point, if you've done it as much as Beneke has tonight, guys are going to be able to recognize it, lay off, or if it hangs enough, you hang them, we bang them, right? 2-1 the count with Anderson Jimenez at first. He's going for second. Throw down there is in time to get him. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Sox extend the lead by 1 as they cash in on Mitch McCabe's bloop leadoff double. And it is closing time for the Blue Sox, 5-3 on top of Palmer. Jake Zawatsky will take over on the mound to try and pick up the save and clinch the victory for the Blue Sox. Last home game for the Blue Sox before the 4th of July break. 6 fantastic innings from Matt Draper. Able to bounce back nicely when his back was against the wall a couple of times. Ends up allowing 3 runs in 6 innings while striking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Palmer Club batters. So Zawatsky will take over and trying to hammer down the save. And he will face the 9, 1, and 2 batters in the Palmer order, starting with the left fielder, James Basir, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. The bottom of the order was a problem for Draper and enabled Palmer to pull even in the top of the 5th. The first 3 batters, including Basir, reached with nobody out to begin that top of the 5th. Scored 2 to tie it at 3, but that was the last time they pushed one across. That double play off the bat of Martin was huge. Brought home 1 of the runs, and then a single by Songen tied it, but that had the potential to be a huge inning for Palmer, and Draper was able to get out of it with the game tied, and came back on at a pretty routine top of the 6th and a strikeout to begin the top of the 7th for Zawatsky. As Basir is down on strikes for the 2nd time. Double by Mondesira's side. One up, one down, and here is Max Martin. 0 for 3 so far. Strikeout to lead off the ball game, then a fly out to right, and then that 6-4-3 double play. And brought home 1 of the runs, 1 of the 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Comes up empty there. The count is 0-1. Just missed below the knees, 1-1. Fouled off. The count will be 1-2. Jake is a Matt Karras guy. And if Matty puts a seal of approval on you, you know Rick DeAngelis wants you. You know he's a good ball player. 1-2 the count. High for ball 2 with the fastball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks. 2 down, and it'll be up to J.P. Songen to try and extend this ball game. Songs is 1 for 2. Walk and a run scored in the 1st, ground out to 2nd in the 3rd, and an RBI single in the 5th. Zawatsky stretching his arms behind his head like Max Scherzer and delivers up and away. Ball 1. As the last Blue Sox home game before the 4th of July, and they got most of their home games out of the way here in the first month of the season. Here's a little flare into right field for a base hit. 2-hit ball game for J.P. Songen. He's the tying run, and he is aboard. The tying run now comes to the plate for in the person of Venditti. Songen with his 2nd hit of the ball game. Venditti, the team's leading RBI man, and once again, Pat McGowan going out to the mound for a conference, and what this could be all about. I mean, then there's that. Yeah, the fact that Venditti, had that massive shot to straightaway right, and I think we were shocked as anyone that didn't go out, given the sound of that bat and the trajectory it had. Songen only got to third before Draper got Seeley to end the inning. So be a little careful here. Don't groove one, or we might have a tie ball game. Auger's going to play behind Songen here. That's ball one. Songen is about as likely to run in this situation as I am. 2-0. Dancing around Venditti here. Oof. You're trying to surprise him there with a strike on the inside corner, but it is 3-0, and they don't want none. So Venditti reaches on the intentional walk. Moves Songen into scoring position. Venditti is the tying run at first, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate. In the person of Connor Seeley, he's not a guy to dance around with either. He had the first 2 hits of this ball game for Palmer. Grounds this one to the right side. Auger's got it. Steps on first. The ball game is over. Game took 1 hour and 39 minutes, and the Blue Sox win 5-3. Did I completely lose Party Hard? Wow, I'm so bad. All right, hang on a second. Thought I had it in a different part of the playlist, but I guess not. Whatever. There it is. There it is. Not the awkward silence. No. Anyways. Matt Draper picks up the win. Billy Beneke gets the loss. Jake Sawatsky picks up the save. 1 hour, 39 minutes was the time of the game. Blue Sox score 5 runs on 6 hits. They do not commit any errors, and they left only 2 men on base. 3 men on base, rather. Palmer scores 3 runs on 8 hits, committing 1 error and stranding 7 runners. Draper picks up the win with 6 innings, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits and 7 hits, and striking out 7. And your top offensive performance for the Blue Sox, Mitch McCabe, 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a run scored. Nick Anderson, 2 for 3 with a single, a triple, and an RBI. David Vanderzowen, 1 for 2 with a triple, a run scored, and 2 ribbies. And the catching duo of Austin Travis doing their job behind the plate and at the plate, scoring 2 of the Blue Sox runs and picking up a single and a walk each. Single for Austin and a walk for Max. And Dush's walk, an eventual run that he scored on Anderson's triple, proves to be the game-winning run. Blue Sox remain in first place in the ICL at 7-3-1, and Palmer falls to 5-8. Thanks for watching this presentation of Lexington Blue Sox baseball here on the Blue Sox Baseball Network. Don't forget to follow and support us on the web and support the Intercity League on the web, intercityleaguebaseball.com, and find the ICL and the Blue Sox on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to this here YouTube channel, where we will see you Tuesday night at Maplewood for the last game before the 4th of July breaks. The Blue Sox take on the Malden Mad Dogs. First pitch, 8 o'clock, as you might come to expect here in this here Intercity League. As again, the final score from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. is Lexington Blue Sox 5 and the Palmer Club 3. For all my righty friends here at LHS, my name is Sam Feely. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, Katrina. Party hard, Caitlin.